What's up, everybody out there in 420 land? This is the co-host of Two Stone Dudes podcast, Ryan Castle. The Anchor app is where I got my start, and it's been amazing being a podcast host so far because of Anchor. Let me explain. It's the easiest way to make a podcast for free. That's right, it's free. Anchor then distributes your podcast to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more. And I won't forget about the creation tools that allow you to edit your podcast from your phone or your PC. And you can get paid with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make your very own podcast. Download the free app or go to anchor.fm.
Welcome everyone to the next episode of the Two Stone Dudes podcast. This is your co-host Ryan Castle with
Rob the Knot
and
Armando Homunculero.
Yeah. And we got an episode today for you. We have Joel The Cannaman from Instagram and Twitter, who is involved in a program called. He's one of the co-founders of Seeds for Vets. We'll be talking to him about that shortly. But now we got some time to bullshit. This is going to be our little intro, our little bullshit session. Let's talk about the obvious, the impeachment of Donald Trump, guys. Wow. That's a lot of hate and animosity towards one person.
Well, they're really late on this shit in the first place.
Well, at least it's getting done.
He's got a week left.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
This goes to show you they can't move very quick on some things.
And Pence hit his ass. He didn't have the cojones, to do something about it, but he didn't want to make his buddy look real bad,
Right.
Since they handled the first impeachment like it's nothing, why not the second?
Right. I can appreciate the fact that he can't ever run for public office ever again. Not governor, not mayor, not motherfucking alderman, nothing. He can't run for shit. And good, because, what harm can he possibly do?
The man's got family. They can still do shit.
The hell out of a bunch of people.
He'll show up in something. This is not the end of Mr. Trump.
Oh, God. We have to wait till this motherfucker dies, aren't we?
That's about it, yeah. I'll be back. Wait and see. I have a new phrase.
Dumb. Mondo.
Yo.
What are your thoughts on Trump getting impeached?
Slow it down.
Okay. I'll do the negatives first. The negatives are it's going to piss a lot of those idiots that support him off.
Too late. They already broke shit.
Yeah, they did. It's going to be worse, though, I think.
I think they're going to do something again?
I think the guard might have to shoot a bunch of them.
Wow.
Because the guard's on every street corner in D.C. right now.
Right. National Guard ain't going to fuck around. They'll shoot you.
They got orders.
Right.
That's all it takes, right?
Right.
So that's the other negative is he gets to cry and whine about that and keep his supporters jacked up.
They still have to get warnings before they shoot.
Of course, they have to disassemble.
They'll use non-lethal force first.
I'm a huge.
That's right. They're going to use gas.
They'll use gas and pepper spray.
That's right.
They use gas, pepper spray, and rubber bullets before they use any lethal force.
So that's the other negative.
Crowd dispersal.
The other negative is you're going to pardon a lot of some.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I did the training for it. I was in the Marine Corps. I know what they do.
Of course.
It's going to pardon a whole bunch of people that should be incarcerated. That's what he's going to do. That's the worst thing, actually. because there may not be as much violence this time. I mean, it's 50-50 as far as I think. Positive is we're rid of the bastard. If the Senate gets him, and it sounds like Mitch McConnell wants to get him, then guess what?
Yeah, she's been itching.
He doesn't get to run for nothing anymore if he gets convicted.
Right.
And that will allow the Justice Department to bring criminal charges.
Wow.
Treason, sedition.
Wow.
All federal offenses punishable by fine or up to 20 years in prison.
I don't think they're going to throw the book at him like that.
You know, let's say if it does happen, they're going to have mag bandanas.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have mag bandanas for sale. Get your Trump bandanas.
His supporters are really fanatical on, and I don't think putting them in jail is a good thing. Okay, I think they have to be deprogrammed. I think they need to be sent to centers that are not heavy lockdown where they get deprogrammed.
Just hit him a couple of times with the chancla. Wake him up.
Well, you know,
no.
12 gauge to the head is the best cure, but they're not going to do that.
Watch the hair. Watch it out. Watch the hair.
That's not going to happen. We don't want that to happen.
Mondo, you got to watch him when you bring up things like reprogramming centers.
No,
it's
not
very,
at all.
very Orwellian.
Well, the easiest
it's been going on for
reprogramming
decades.
is television. So.
What do you think Guantanamo was all about? What do you think the black sites were all about?
Yeah.
No, and what do you think? Okay, so there was the last thing on that is, as far as deprogramming goes, there were all these deprogrammers for the wacko religious groups, like the Children of God. People that would get out of that, they would send them through. Yeah, so maybe I don't think it's going to happen.
Like cult following,
Cults.
deprogramming.
Yeah,
don't they do that in law enforcement agencies? Don't they?
They should.
And
I think
camp counseling as well.
And implicit bias testing.
You're dumb.
Implicit bias testing for law enforcement. So
okay,
there we go. That's enough of me on that. I'm done. Trump's gone. I'm happy.
Later, Trumpy.
Better late than never.
Speaking of law enforcement, is anything going on with any police reform that anybody's
They've been
talking
getting
about?
shot.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Officers have been getting shot.
It's got to be on the table here shortly because it's needed. Police reform is needed. It's not defund the police, but police reform.
That's where they fucked up with the language, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Should have said reform the police.
Right.
And then they could have hyphenated, said reform the
but
police.
It doesn't hit the impact to the audience.
Well, it's a BLM thing, man. You know, they hate the police.
They word things a certain way.
They hate the police. They wanted to stir that up. Which, you know, I love BLM, but I don't like defund the police. I think that it should have been reform the police, you know, modify the police, whatever. But defund means there's not going to be any police, and that makes old people shit their pants.
And that's how they recognize it and only see it. They're blindsided on the truth. Or about to ask.
But you know what happened? What was it, Trenton or Camden, New Jersey, where
Camden.
Yeah.
All they have is a Metro PD there. That's it.
That's it.
They hang out by the what do you call it? The train. Your cat. Anyway, they hang out by the train, and that's it. And they're on bikes.
Why not? They do that in Miami.
Dude, that's why I'm like Camden. That's why it was so easy to be an addict when you're in South Jersey.
Quick.
Yeah, you can score easy. They're not ever going to get cops. Never going to fuck with you ever.
They don't ring a bell at you or anything?
No. Don't go in those neighborhoods. There's not enough of them.
Well, you know, Portugal proved that when you decriminalize drugs, it works.
They were just talking that on last Joe Rogan podcast. There was a guy on there, an author, who wrote a book called Doing Drugs as an Adult or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Do drugs like an adult. And
I call that
it talks about the benefits of doing everything from marijuana up to heroin.
It's a late experience.
There's benefits to each and every drug.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of taking the right amount and not overdosing on each thing.
Yeah,
you can still enjoy yourself. Like, I thought about it too. When I'm like 70 years old, am I going to want to do heroin when I'm 70? Because I'm not going to make it past my 70s. I know that.
If you see your
I've lived a hard life. I've lived a really hard life. I'm not going to make it past my 70s. So,
right.
But I'd like to do heroin again in my 70s, just in like my last moments. You know what I mean? As I'm going out, just do a bag of heroin.
You're right.
What?
That's how my dad died.
If you were like 7 or 8 and you see like the coolest, you know, your grandma's like awesome and you see her taking hits, you would want to.
What?
He was just saying, if you were 7 years old, like, why would you want to, do drugs like that? Right?
70?
No, you're 7 years old, like you said, right? But you see, like, your grandma.
I said 70, bro.
Exactly. But you said if you were a kid.
What if grandma's 95?
Yeah. Or whatever.
You guys totally. Yo, I'm high as fuck right now.
We noticed, and that's
lost
why
in this conversation.
Completely like, what? But I was saying, never mind. Never mind, Ryan. It's cool.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, so this is what happened earlier, prior to the podcast. I hit a good chunk of this shatter that I got from Cureleaf. I paid $28 for a fucking gram.
So it's worth it.
Which is, believe it or not, is not the most expensive there either. I've seen up towards $51 a gram.
Oh, yeah.
So that's probably like the top shelf shit right there, the private reserve. Anyway, so this is like some pretty good shatter. 73%, which ain't bad.
Yeah.
So I hit that, and I wasn't feeling it. Well, I forgot, when it comes to dabs, it's like pulling a pin. It's like a delayed reaction for me. It takes me a little bit.
It's like drinking.
Yeah, like I'll cough like 10 seconds later. And then I wasn't feeling it yet, so I took a couple of hits off the what do you call it? The pen that Mondo has.
Uh-huh.
What?
Get it off the table.
What? This?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then I got here and we smoked.
Right. So, well, I was high before you got here.
Oh, well, I just passed it to you. I didn't know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he was way high.
So, yeah. So I'm pretty good and baked right now.
He was
fantastic.
I can't believe I just recalled the chain of events that happened. But
you want a slow motion high five, buddy?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you experiencing time distortion?
Yeah.
Right on.
So I want to talk about my mushroom experience real quick.
Okay.
All right. So
Shroomy.
It did not go well for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to get married again. And
I mean, congratulations.
I have this thing where I gotta be honest.
Sounded cynical.
I gotta be honest with my girlfriend. And my girlfriend has accepted to the point that I'm going to pretty much do whatever I want to do regardless of what anybody tells me I can and can't.
Woo!
Because I'm a fucking selfish prick like that.
Yeah. She knows you're a stoner.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I had told her plenty of times that I want to do shrooms because I want to have the experience. She was not agreeing with it, but she said, and I quote, you're going to do what you're going to do, and there's nothing I'm going to say that's going to make you do anything else.
Okay.
So I was like, you just pretty much gave me permission to do it. Thank you very much.
That's good.
She could. That whole conversation could have went a completely different direction if she just said no.
You realize
she would have just said no, don't do it.
You know it's a test, right?
Well, I don't care.
Well, you did it anyway.
So I did it anyway, and I was so worried.
Shit test.
I was so worried about her judging me. I think that I didn't have a good trip.
It did not.
It was more of a body high than anything else. Not a lot of visual, although the room did change color a few times, which is pretty cool.
Did you get a good paint color? Like
I did.
Sure?
I did. I got like every color on the rainbow, dude, including brown.
Oh, Skittles moment.
I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I had like a free light show.
I want to know if a certain type of taupe showed up. Like it would be good, like for office color.
So what made the experience good for you?
The light show.
Uh-huh.
The body buzz.
Oh, you like the body buzz?
The body buzz is good, yeah. I just didn't like. I was paranoid, and I just wasn't vibing with. Like the vibe was not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the vibe was cool, if I was over here maybe and hanging out with you,
yeah.
Or maybe we were at a park or something and we were just chilling at nature or camping. Like camping would be fucking awesome to go do and then trip on some shrooms. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, be by the water.
Yeah, dude,
You just
something
have to
like
have
that.
a positive mindset, buddy.
You do.
Like I'm seriously, I'm gonna go camping. Mom, you're gonna have to hold on to the rest of those for me. I want to go camping and take those, dude.
Okay.
I want to fucking. I want to have an experience.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do much more of them.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to have that experience, man.
Awesome. I'm already there.
Mm.
I'm already there. So when I went there, I got anxious because I had unrelieved anxiety. I had present anxieties that I was in denial over. And so bing. Not good. Not good. Not a good trip attitude.
Right. Huh.
So it is all about the preparation and the intention, as
guess so.
Rob was about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I guess so.
Because when I did mine, I was already drinking Jack Daniels. And I already had 3 blunts at the time. So when you're already with marijuana in your system and then you're shrooming, it's kind of like of a balance. So as my eyes were able to close, it was like a disco show of Tetris and badass beats.
Nice.
Wow.
As my eyes was closing. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to sleep now. And it's kicking in. But it was slow enough to where I could see it, so it's cool. But it's just, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So
I'm dropping stuff. Sorry.
it's fine. But put that aside, I had giggles. I just kept laughing like I was,
That's fun.
you know, on and off giggles.
Huh.
But yeah, I was cool.
What'd you lose, Mondo?
The pen.
Oh, it fell?
Yeah.
Is it by me? Can I reach it?
No, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
And this is the
Somewhere
stuff that happens
working.
on Two Stone Dudes. We drop pens.
Yeah, man.
We drop, well, as long as we don't drop drinks.
That's the live resin
Drop
pen. That's
all
the
kind of
shit.
You drop any type of
That's
weed
the-
or
that's the
drop
shit.
all
kind of
that's
shit.
violation, you must step out the room.
Because we used to drop acid anyway.
That's a whole
I've done acid
nother
twice.
Story. Really?
Yeah, I went to Wickenburg the first time I ever did acid.
Wickenburg. Where's
Yeah.
You said it was cool.
It's north, I think, to here.
Oh.
I
It's on the
went with
89.
this hippie chick because I ditched on my senior year of high school. Like everybody else went to like senior ditch day and like went to like the lake and shit. I went to Wickenburg with this hippie chick and my other friend Blaine, and we did acid for the first time, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was the most amazing thing that I had ever seen.
Yeah.
It was craziness.
Yeah. First trips. My first trip was in 1970, and a really good friend of mine who's still my friend today, and my good girlfriend. We all dropped. Well, she didn't, but we dropped grape acid, and we went and saw the movie The Magic Christian, which was the perfect movie to see when you were that. It was.
Really?
It was an acid movie. Yeah. If you ever get a chance to watch it, watch The Magic Christian.
I won't understand.
Stone.
I'm not
I
sure.
would have
Oh,
to,
yeah,
I would have to
just
go,
get stoned and
go a
watch it.
little further up and say Heavy Metal 2000.
That was a good acid movie too.
That and have to go Disney and say
Fantasia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or Little Toy Soldiers with Albert Costello.
Mm.
Yeah.
Dude,
Good during the holidays.
I'm beat the fuck up. So, hey, here's an announcement for our listeners. I decided to go back into being a professional wrestler again.
Yay!
And Rob, I went to the gym with Rob, and I lasted all of 40 minutes.
That's good.
And it was really horrible. I haven't done any type of exercising for over 5 years now. And I'm in a lot of pain. And yeah, I'm good. But hey, man, I want to have fun again, and I want an excuse to get back into shape. And being a wrestler again is a really good excuse to get back in shape.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's one of the reasons I want to do it. I want to do it to give back to the wrestling community now. Wrestling gave me a lot of good memories, and I had a lot of good times, and I want to be able to give that back to the new guys coming up. You know, give them good matches.
We're going
and shit.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're going to the gym tomorrow.
Okay.
There's no reason why we can't.
All right. Good.
That's great.
Yeah.
I wish I could go.
Well, damn, Mondo.
What?
I wish I could bring you. Now I feel bad.
Yeah. Well, no, don't feel bad. It's cool. I'm not.
I didn't get any
envious.
guest passes.
Yeah.
That's why you asked me if I did. I don't think they give them out.
You know, I would go back to my old gym, which is closed now. But you know, I went there 11 years straight.
Oh, the one with Pat.
You're with Pat.
Oh, all right.
Pat's the man.
Yeah. What was the name of that gym?
It's called Central Park Athletic Square.
Right. I went like 4 times. I went with Jeff all 4
With Jeff
times.
T, yep.
And got to meet Pat and work out with Pat all 4
That's
times.
a-
It was great.
He's a
He pushed you. He pushed
Oh,
you.
every
Wasn't
time.
he a Marine too?
No,
I could have sworn he was a Marine.
I
Okay.
think he played football at Fordham.
Okay.
He
All right.
has a master's degree in in exercise physiology
Oh, wow.
and kinesiology.
Got
Yeah,
the structure.
he has trained and produced 6 world record holders in powerlifting.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
Plus, he's got world record.
Give him a call.
You know, there's a guy that we mentioned, this guy, Jeff T. We could probably do a whole podcast about him.
We could.
And it's a shame you never got to meet him, Rob, because he's one of the greatest men I've ever met in my entire life. And I miss that guy.
To talk about somebody who changed
Yeah.
to get better, change for the better, that was Jeff.
Wow.
When I met Jeff, he had just pistol whipped a guy. And he had like,
Oh, my God.
12 years on the program or 10 years on the program or something.
Wow.
And he pistol whipped the shit out of this guy.
What?
Yeah. Like I said, we could do a whole podcast. I don't want to get into a big story about the things that Jeff did.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I heard like from other people that they're like, that's not the same guy. Trust me.
No.
The Jeff we know is an asshole. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
No,
I know a couple other Jeffs that are assholes, so
he was.
Yeah, not this Jeff.
not this
He
Jeff.
was a real hard-nosed prick. And then he changed.
Yeah.
And
Which
he
I got to meet the change version. I
Yeah,
didn't know-
that's the best
I
part.
didn't- I didn't know him
get know him
prior.
when he was an asshole. He was never an asshole to me though. So.
You just meet people like that come into your life, and they help change you for the better. Like I wanted to be more like him, which made me a better person.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So what are you doing, Rob? Rolling up a blunt?
I'm doing a joint this time.
Oh, okay. Right
Yeah.
on.
I'm
Nice.
smoking with it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm fading as fuck right now. Anyway,
So you're not smoking?
Oh, we're good.
yeah, we could probably end it. It's all right. We'll see what
Nothing
time
else?
it is. Yeah, you know what? We got 6 minutes till we gotta call him. So yeah, we getting it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have our interview with Joel The Cannaman.
And smoking.
Thank you for listening into this. Thank you for listening into this. Whatever the fuck it is called, a segment. It's a segment, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next segment of the Two Stone Dudes podcast. This is a co-host, Ryan Castle, with...
You can say my name.
Oh, it's Rob the Nod and Mondo Humunculero.
Yeah.
And on the line, we got Joel The Cannaman. Joel, how are you today, sir?
Oh, I'm doing excellent.
Outstanding.
How are
So,
you guys?
we meet over social media.
We're high.
Yeah, we're fucking stoned. Like, we're really high right now.
That's all
and-
good. I was just hitting my pen, so
Nice. I hit some live resin for the first time.
very nice.
And then I have this thing with certain types of shatter that it's a delayed reaction for me. It's kind of like when you pull the pin on the grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm feeling that right now too. Anyway, so enough of my bullshit. So I want to ask, you're a co-founder of, is it Seeds for Vets?
So it's Veteran Seed Bank.
Veteran Seed Bank, okay.
So I guess it's kind of, there's several organizations that are actually in our private server, like Plants for Vets, and a few others, and a few different veteran-owned genetic companies. So it's Veteran Seed Bank, but at the same time, it's more just a bank of people. It's a community exclusive for veterans.
Nice.
So you have to be a military veteran. We get proof of service before you even get the invite to our server. And, I think we're up to like 113 people in there right now. And this was just an idea between me and a few buddies that just to pretty much help veterans. It's a community that is for growing. So people that are new to cannabis, I already have my new strain, Enchanted Kush Berries, out in Arizona right now. That's a few different veterans are growing.
Nice.
Pretty much, it's something. It's a nonprofit organization that it's all about helping veterans. I mean, we got to have each other's back. So it's kind of been a passion project. All four of us just kind of had our own things going, and turns out each one of those people came together as a perfect quarter, and we've been growing it daily. I mean, this literally, I think we started like a month or two ago.
Wow, really?
So, yeah, and I've already been able to help. I mean, I sent over 500 seeds out to veterans all over the nation, Hawaii, all over already. And it's awesome because normally these seeds, for 10 of these seeds, you're paying $100, maybe more. And I want to help people out. It's something that I'm going to give out as much free stuff as I possibly can, as long as I can.
Right.
Nice.
For me, I don't think, when it comes to the cannabis industry, there's so many corporate companies and there's so many top dogs out there that just overcharge for their genetics. It's something that I'm kind of sick of it. And I think a lot of us are, because I'm not going to pay, $30 for one seed just because it's a special genetic. So kind of what I started doing is after collecting some of those expensive genetics and creating some of my own, I just started breeding, and I'm going to be breeding exclusively for Veterans Seed Bank. Just allowing veterans to get access to good quality genetics and a huge community of support for free. It's something that and we have so many companies that have hopped on board. We already have a couple huge giveaways that we're doing and a ton more companies hopping in. I mean, you could probably never have to pay for any genetics again if you go in this server. So it's definitely an interesting experience, and it's unlike any other. There's a lot of organizations that have tried it and failed. So we're clearly doing something right.
All right, so say I'm a vet and I want to get a hold of some seeds and I want to go through the service that you guys offer. What steps do I have to take to do that?
So all you have to do is go to the Instagram page at Veterans Seed Bank, and you'll see the logo. It's a big VSB, and you just send us a message. Let us know you're a veteran. Send proof of service. So whether you want to send a picture of your DD-214, VA ID, whatever, because the veteran's going to be able to pick the fraud out pretty quick. And pretty much after proof of service, we get you into the server. And so far, I've been the one that's been providing a lot of the free genetics. I'm releasing my new strain on Friday. It's Auto Flower, so it's a female Auto Flower. It's a cross between Cinderella Jack and Blackberry Kush.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
So it's tasty. I mean, I bred it for medical purposes. I mean, the Blackberry Kush coming in for pain and insomnia, and muscle spasms, and then the Cinderella Jack coming in heavy up top of the head. So insane terps. I mean, I had some plants that I almost scraped the THC off the plant just from wanting to smell it so often that I had to quit. I had to get away from it.
Wow.
So it's been awesome, man. And just being able to have the support, and I've had donations come in when it comes to being able to send out these packages to veterans, because for us, we want to be able to do it for free. That's something that, I mean, we have 4 veterans that we're literally paying out of pocket to get all this going, and it's grown substantially to the point where we have other companies that want to provide for veterans exclusively.
Excellent.
And it's been awesome because we have guys that are in the industry that can get discounts beyond any website or coupon that you could possibly find.
Nice.
So it's been awesome. And I actually just got some land races in here from all over the world. I'm going to be starting 100% land race breeding project, which is just, land race is natural to that country. It just grows on the side of the road.
Right.
And there's some amazing strains. And so right now, me and one of the other co-founders are going to be starting a project. I'm going to be doing an all-natural line, so pretty much just 100% land race. I'm going to do photo periods as well as an auto line. And then I'm actually going to start breeding specifically for medical benefits and get a little bit deeper into that as well. So I have a ton of good projects coming. With some of the land races I have now, I'll be able to take any strain that I want and turn it into an auto flower, which cuts the cycle down in half. I mean, you're looking at from seed to harvest anywhere between 12 to 14 weeks compared to a 6-month wait on a photo period.
Wow.
And with my plants, you can get, I mean, I was growing indoor, and with one topping, no training, the laziest grow I've done just to see what happened, I got a 1/4 pound per plant.
Wow.
Sweet.
Holy shit.
Definitely, for me, it comes down to the science of it, because this plant saved my life just like many other veterans. And that's kind of our goal. I mean, since the VA won't cover getting medical cards and stuff like that, we're trying to become that resource.
Right. Damn. You guys are kicking ass then. This is awesome. This is like the best thing I've ever heard.
It's blown up. I mean, it's something that literally was an idea that I had with the other co-founders. It was just like, you know what, this sounds really good. And it's just fallen into place. I mean, I just got my machine in. I'm doing custom vinyl decals now that I'll be sending out with different orders and freebies and care packages to veterans. Now I'm going to be releasing my genetics on Friday to everybody. When it comes to that, I cannot charge a lot of money for a donation when it comes to that. So I've set a price from now and in the future of all of genetics being no more than a $50 donation.
Oh, nice. Wow, you got to be shitting me.
That's for 10 seeds.
Wow.
For me, I'm very particular. I don't want to waste time, so I'm only going to be offering feminized seeds as well. So you don't have to worry about wasting soil, nutrients, feeding a male, and then having to kill it and get rid of it.
Right.
So for me, I personally want to devalue the seed industry, because I don't think anybody should be paying so much money just to be able to grow good medicine.
Right. Wow.
It's definitely, I mean, it's personal to me. I've got over 800 seeds packaged up, and I hand checked every single one of those because each seed means something to me.
Oh, nice. Man.
So it's definitely, it's become a big passion project between several different veterans, and we have more people joining daily.
All right. Now, I'm sorry, this is just recent that you started doing this?
Yeah, this is over the last probably maybe 2 months.
When did the idea come into play?
Oh, man.
And how did you come about the idea of it?
You know, I had random veterans adding me on Instagram, and I was talking to my buddy Kerry, and we were kind of spitballing. We were stoned, and we were just spitballing ideas. And we were just like, you know what? We just start a freaking community for veterans, and we'll just call it Veteran Seed Bank. And
just
like that.
You know what? We just said screw it. And then we did. We started it, and then we just kind of spitballed ideas with the other co-founders, and it's nice because we're not afraid to give each other shit and tell each other, how we feel.
Nice.
So it's just been awesome. I mean, we got me and Bean Baking. He's a former Marine as well.
Oh, right on.
We got my boy Kerry. He's a former Air Force. And then I believe Chef Kuhn is, I think he's Army. So we got a wide variety, and the server's filled with tons of different veterans. And now we're actually getting requests to start a first responder server.
Oh,
so
wow.
That's something that's kind of in the kicks as well, because we don't want to leave any police officers or anything like that either, because I know a lot, even the military is starting to let people use CBD. And, I mean, we're there to educate. There's so much different knowledge and grow experience and just love in this community that it's just outstanding. I mean, even if you just go on there just to lurk, you don't have to be active. There is so much information. I mean, we probably have 30 to 50 different tabs. We got one for every single state, so you can meet veterans in your state. We got, different genetics companies that are veteran-owned dropping, specific veteran lines, genetics and different products. So it's definitely been awesome. I mean, we've been getting contacted by a lot of bigger companies, and it's only going to get bigger.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, bro. Congrats. Absolutely. Yeah, man. It sounds like it, bro. All right, man. We're going to jump into these questions that I gave you for the format. So where are you from originally, and where do you live now?
So originally I am from Laguna Niguel, California, so Orange County, California.
Okay.
And I am currently in northeast Missouri, so I'm in the Midwest now. I went from California after I got out of the military. I ended up going out to Phoenix. I was there from 2011 to 2019. So of course, every time I freaking leave a state, they legalize recreational marijuana. The crazy thing is out here, Missouri has medical cards, but they've just now finally opened like the first 6 dispensaries after 2 years.
Oh, jeez, damn.
People paid the $300 to get their medical card and paid their state fees and whatnot, and then there was no dispensaries even open, so then they just had to buy a new medical card the next year if they wanted to.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's been crazy, and I support why they legalized it because all taxes will be going towards veterans.
Oh, wow.
There was 3 votes on the ballot when they were going medical, and that's the one that won, which is awesome. But at the same time, they're harming veterans by not giving them their medicine.
Right.
So it got to the point where they even had, I think, one of the senators say, hey, you guys can get your medicine from somewhere else. You can carry the allotted amount that you're allowed to on you, which is 4 ounces.
Oh, wow.
So as long as you're transporting it back to your home, you got Illinois right next to us, which is rec. So most of the people are going to be traveling over there, or they're just going to be buying it off the streets, which sucks. So it's a slow process out here, but it's definitely going to help a lot of people because there's a lot of veterans in the state as well.
Oh, wow. Damn, man. This whole thing is just sounding better and better every time you open your mouth. Holy shit. Talk to me about the recreational use of cannabis as opposed to the medical use of it.
When it comes to the medical side, you're looking for specific ailments that you need help with, whether it's PTSD, depression, anxiety, muscle spasms. So to me, it's a genome hunt. People say they go pheno hunting. Well, to me, I like to get down to the genome. I want to know what specifics I can get out of a plant. So for me, I'm extremely picky.
Nice. Right on.
When it comes to medical, I think it's got a different touch to it. I think it's got a little bit more love because it is medically needed. Now, when it comes to recreational, there's going to be people that need it for medical purposes, but at the same time, I treat it like alcohol. I'd rather see people, stoned, happy, and hungry than drunk and angry.
Right.
So for me, I'm all for it. Hell yeah.
Right. Somebody wrote, I think it was on Twitter, it wasn't a bunch of stoners storming the Capitol. That shit would have never fucking happened.
No, not at all.
You might have thought about it, but no, not happening.
You have a bunch of people passing a blunt or a joint around or a bowl, and then they'd be like, what were we doing? Dude, let's go get some food.
If there was weed at that rally, that could have, if there was...
people storming restaurants.
Seriously, Applebee's would have been under siege.
Get the cherry pie.
It's horrible. All right, man.
10% discount for any rioters at Chili's.
You know what? That will happen at a buffet. A Chinese buffet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, man. Current events and politics and conspiracy theories. Do you believe and subscribe to conspiracy theories?
I do not, so you're going to have to inform me.
Okay.
I am not like, I'm in the country now. I went from being in one of the busiest states ever to nothing. I went from a town, when I first moved out here, I was in a town of 600. So when it comes to news and stuff like that, I'm a little bit behind.
All right. What do you know about the JFK murder?
Well, I think I saw something on that new Netflix series, Umbrella Academy. Okay.
I haven't seen that. You're going to have to explain this.
Oh,
spoiler that.
That's funny.
Spoil it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
I would have to go into the whole show. You might as well just watch it.
Oh, all right. Damn.
It's pretty much time traveling back in time. The whole cast gets stuck in the past, and they're trying to prevent the murder of JFK. and then they find out that it's actually their adopted father that's going to end up killing them.
What?
So the whole show is just them trying to get back to their own timeline because the world is going to end in a few days. And it's crazy because each one of them have their own specific powers. So like one person, she can literally just say, I heard a rumor that, and then whatever she wants and you'll do it. And then one kid, he can time travel and teleport. And it's a wacky show. But that episode was really funny when I saw that question about who killed JFK, because I think it was actually them.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Give me your thoughts on a couple of subjects here. First off, COVID-19.
I think it's just another flu. I mean, old people and infants are already at risk anyway, and there's been more that have died from the regular flu than COVID-19. So I think no matter what, yeah, it's a virus, but I don't think it is what people are saying it is, especially with the media is saying. I mean, there are definitely people getting sick, but to me, I feel like they're just anybody that's dying who's just being added into that death toll. So you got, a guy that dies of natural causes. He just died of COVID.
You're not the first person I've heard that from.
Because it's been around for a while. If you have the flu this year, you probably already had it because it's been around since, November, December.
Right.
So the way that I see it is you've already built those antibodies. I mean, I'm sure since there's just like the flu changing, there's different strains of the flu. The same thing's happening. I mean, I think I've read there was another strain that was in Australia or something like that that started taking over, so they completely shut down the country. Nobody in or out.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's interesting, but at the same time, in order to create a vaccine, usually you have to fuck with the virus. So for me, I always think of like Resident Evil kind of thing, because that's exactly what they're doing. People are literally playing with diseases, with different things, and nobody knows about it because it's research facilities. So for me, there's always been stuff like that around. I mean, with every epidemic, the bird flu, all of that, you look at the numbers, and I still think that there's more natural deaths from the flu and other causes than them releasing toxins. I mean, maybe it's a way of big corporations naturally trying to control population, like chemtrails and stuff like that. But it's I don't think people need to worry as much as they're saying. I mean, obviously, if you're in a more congested area like California or Phoenix, then definitely keep your distance, because there just is a lot of sickness. I mean, I used to work at Central Arizona Shelter Services down there, one of the biggest homeless shelters in the nation. And I can tell you there's all sorts of sicknesses around there. So I think there's more dangerous things that we need to worry about when it comes to surviving in this day and age.
Right.
So for me, I just put it in the back of my head. I mean, if you get sick, you get sick. I have to be careful. I don't really get out very much. I have a special needs son, so he can get sick very easily. So we're very careful. But to me, it's just something that I think people finally caught on fake news after how many years. But I don't think it's that big of an issue.
Okay.
I think it's something for me. I don't know. I think I just have faith that we're gonna get through it.
Nice. All right. Cool. Thanks, man.
Tell people, no matter what the hell's wrong in the world, you can always try to find a positive out of the negative. It's just how hard to look.
Right.
Attitude is everything. You ain't
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's something that you can spend all the time in the world complaining, but if you ask yourself, are you going to get through it? And the answer is yes. Well, then you're good to go.
Right.
Are you confident in yourself? Can you move on another day, one day at a time? If so, we're all going to get through it. Hell yeah.
Right on, man.
Smoke some good cannabis and enjoy each other's company via the internet.
Right on. Right on, man. Right on. Talk to me about President Trump's term.
You know, he's got a mouth. I think from my consensus, people just don't like the way he talks. Because he's not afraid to talk shit or say what he feels. And he's the first president that's done that. And everybody is afraid of change. I mean, everybody wants change, but they're afraid of it at the same time. And the funny thing is why be afraid of change? Because it is the one constant that you can always count on in life. So I think once people realize that, they can move forward. I think Trump's done a lot when it comes to veterans. And I think he's done a lot that a lot of people don't know if they don't dig down into it, because the news is a lot of fluff most of the time. So unless you actually spend the time to search and actually view what he's done, I don't think a lot of people even know.
Right.
So I think he's done a lot of good things and pissed a lot of people off at the same time. I mean, if you got General Mattis, one of the most badass Marines ever known, to want to quit.
Seriously, dude, that's where he lost me.
Yeah, that was the last one.
That's where he lost me, dude.
So
So-
I don't know. Maybe it was just too much testosterone, and Trump's stubborn. General Mattis is going to be stubborn. I mean, shit, he's earned it.
Right? No shit.
I'm sure General Mattis was looking at it from a tactical and military perspective whenever he was, offering his services, and Trump, not coming from that style background, probably just misinterpreted some things and said some stupid things, probably.
One thing. Every day.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think he did do some good, but when it comes to the presidency, I'll tell you this right now, I've never once voted in my life. After dealing with the government in the way that I have, I never will. And you see all these people, the scandals coming out with, fake votes and all that. And the way that I've always seen it is, it's the government. Do you really feel like you're going to have a choice?
I'm interested, Joey. What did the government do to you? I'm not defending the government. I'm just, want to know what your experience. You don't have to get in detail, but what in general did the government do to you?
I mean, from the military and paperwork. I got screwed out of $80,000 worth of pay. My signing bonus went missing.
Holy shit!
Between transferring from my MLS school to my unit, to the VA calling me 2 years after I got out of the Marine Corps saying, "Hey, we need to back pay you for your disability. We had your paperwork mixed up with another Marine's." I said, "Oh, that's great. I expect that you have all of my paperwork in order then."
Right.
Because I was quoted. I mean, I had an email from, one of the Navy guys that said, "Yeah, well, I'm going to recommend you get out at 80%. And the VA calls me, and I'm like, "Cool. Well, hey, that's awesome. I've been waiting for this call. How much am I getting? We're going to give you 10%.
Wow.
So that's a back pay of $3,000, and I screwed up my back. It's this last decade has been just crazy fighting the VA, and after getting surgery through them, I'm going paralyzed. So it's something that their choices. I just haven't had the best experience with any government organization. I guess it sucks, but. Yeah. When you have the very people that have joined to serve their country out of pride and patriotism to say, fuck the government, that's pretty bad. Because I guarantee you're going to have a lot more veterans that are angry with weapons if there ever comes a second civil war in the United States.
Now, were you going through the VA in Phoenix?
I was.
That's the worst one I've heard about.
The worst in the system, man. I spent 7-8 years trying to get different services, and it got to the point that my primary care physician just stopped giving me referrals because nothing was working.
Huh.
She wouldn't send me to the chiropractor. She wouldn't send me to get quick pain relief because she wanted to focus on the long-term stuff, which I understand. But you got me on 27 plus pills a day. I'm maxing out the dosages of each one of those, and you're not changing my meds to something new.
Wow.
And so it was bad. And I was one of those veterans on one of those imaginary lists because I went without a doctor for 3 years. I was in the Surprise area clinic, and I had 5 doctors quit because of all the VA stuff going on. So I literally, not seeing them for a very long time, just kept getting calls. Yeah, your new doctor's going to be here next week. We want to get you scheduled soon, blah, blah, blah. And then nothing. And then I ended up going to a buddy while I was working at the homeless shelter that works with the VA with one of their programs. And he's like, yeah, you're not even in the system.
Damn.
Wow.
Like, oh,
That's just wrong.
well, that's cool. So,
What the fuck?
it's, I went from the worst, and now I'm going to the Columbia, Missouri VA, and I swear it's the best. Like, no joke, within a month of being out here, I got more care in that month than I did 7 years in Phoenix.
Oh, no shit.
Like, it was so bad that to the point where my physical with my primary care physician, I would walk in, she'd tap me on the shoulders, tap me on the legs, have me open my mouth, look at my tongue, and say, you're good.
Hey, Joel, pause for a second.
One.
All right, Joel, please continue with your sentence, sir.
Well, I just took a hit. I forgot what I was saying. So,
Oh, right on. That's cool. Well, hey, dude, I got nothing left on the board, man. I want you to plug everything. Give us all the websites, everything right now.
Yeah.
So we don't have a website yet. I mean, like, everything is so brand new.
Okay.
That we have an Instagram. That's mainly what we run through. We started looking at Cannabuzz, but we didn't like the fine print in the service agreement, so we ended up deleting everything.
Okay. All right.
But it's Veterans Seed Bank, so it's all one word. And if you are a veteran, definitely get a hold of us. There's all 3 or 4 co-founders are linked in the bio, and you can hit any one of us up to get access to the server.
Oh, sweet. All right. Cool.
So different co-founders. My buddy Kerry, he's at KBO_grow. Of course, I'm at the Canna_man. And then we got Bean Baking. He's one of our other breeders that he's working on some amazing stuff. He's actually in Massachusetts.
Nice.
He's got some really good stuff going. But his is at Bean Baking 95. And then we got Chef Coon. He's one of our other breeders, and dude's a beast.
Nice.
He's at Chef_Coon.
Cool.
Nice.
So we're all on Instagram mainly. I mean, I used to do ambassador stuff and all that on social media, and I got hacked after 40K, and I got rid of social media for a year. So I'm back. I'm at like 500 followers myself, but we'll get up there.
Well, hopefully we'll get you more after this year, man. We hope so.
Awesome. Any veterans that you can recommend, it's something we want to be able to change the life, even if it's just one person. If I can change the life of one veteran in that big of a way, that's fine with me.
Right on, brother. Right on. Right the fuck on, man. Well, damn, this is a damn good show once again. Thank you so much, Joe. I really appreciate your time and effort, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
Spreading the love.
Absolutely. This is one of the better experiences I've had with the podcast. I really appreciate it. We're definitely going to have you come back on. Keep in touch with us, man. Please.
Yeah, definitely. We got some good stuff in the mix between just creating new genetics and we got some really good. We got like Mothership Glass and a lot of other really big, well-known companies that are like $1,500 to $10,000 rigs, literally just donating for veterans. So if you are a veteran and you're listening, you need to get in on this, because like pieces that are $450 for an attachment to the Puffco Peak, we're going to be just giving out.
Nice. Right on, man.
Because we love everyone.
Well, we want to tell everybody, you're on a special episode, by the way. We forgot to mention it at the top. We're going to mention it right now. You are on our 4th season's 20th episode.
Oh,
And this is our season finale. So we wanted to end it off right, and thanks to you, we absolutely did. So, Joel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Rob appreciates it. Mondo appreciates it.
Sir.
This is awesome. Thank you so much, sir. We will talk to you again soon, man.
Oh, yeah. Look forward to giving you guys an update the next time. Hopefully we're double, triple the size, and, hopefully we'll get you guys some merch. I just got my decal printer, so I'll send you guys some custom decals.
Oh, shit. It's fucking on.
Cool.
Nice. Thank you so much. All right, Joel. Have a great night, brother. Take care.
You guys too.
All right, later.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next segment of Two Stone Dudes podcast. This is co-host Ryan Castle with Rob Anada and Mondo Humonculero.
Yeah.
And guys, another great fucking podcast.
Yeah.
We knocked 3 in a row.
Yep.
Even with what's his name, that was a little off the wall. The rest of it was still pretty awesome.
Speaking his truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, Brandon.
Uh-huh.
Brandon was a little off the wall, but it was still pretty good.
Well, he
So we
tripped
just,
me out,
and he had a lot to say though, man. And when people have a lot to
did.
say and they believe in what they say, it makes for a good podcast.
I agreed with 20% of it.
Yes.
Right on. Hey,
Yeah, you just have to let them run and see what they come out with.
Joel gave out so much useful information.
He did.
Like, I'm going to go sign on here in a little bit and see if I can get some seeds.
I got a few veterans that I can connect with, and he can, talk back and mention.
That's a good thing.
Dudes.
What they're doing
10
is
seeds for $50?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I can grow my own fucking weed and never have to go buy some for the rest, oh, man.
It's hard to grow good weed, though.
Yeah.
It ain't easy.
Yeah, I imagine.
I mean, if you've done it before, different. But
Yeah.
starting out, the best way to grow it is indoors.
Mm-hmm.
And to get the maximum THC out of it, you got to do some tricks.
Right.
There's this seed I wanted to get at one time called Monster Cookies.
Monster cookies.
35% if you do it right.
Well, maybe I can trade you some seeds for some testosterone.
You guys look crazy.
I don't want to grow. Yeah, see, I don't want to grow anything. I don't, because I've done it. We've all done it, right?
Right.
And it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. I was going to do it. I was going to set up a hydroponic in one of the other rooms here, but
that would have been fun.
It's a process.
Right. Well, we had the hydroponic stores right down the street. There was
yeah.
There was 2 of them. But the problem is one, it wouldn't be legal for me to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do anything that's illegal.
Yeah.
We
got to do things the right way.
I think, one thing I always like to say on here every time is all 3 of us are legal medical card holders in the state of Arizona.
Yes, we are.
So there ain't
all 4 of us.
Yeah.
Us and Kevin.
Kevin is too.
Yep.
There ain't no black market going on here.
Nope.
He's like,
yep. We all buy from.
What do you think of the new t-shirts, Rob?
I like it.
All right, cool. And I got to order you a couple size smaller.
You know what? The one that you got me with is the wrong size. I could probably just take it to the t-shirt shop that I've driven past, and maybe they can make me one from there.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so just take it with me.
I think I might actually give us one to Kevin and put the one with our picture on it.
Yeah, why not?
I think so, because Kevin's not going to want to wear one with a picture of us on it.
Why not? He loves us.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I love you too, but I don't want to either. I don't put on shirts with
that way
pictures.
You can walk on like,
I know them. I mean, I would buy one to support the cause,
right,
things
right.
like that. But yeah.
So
I like this shirt. I think this shirt is deco as fuck.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I designed it from an app on my phone.
Yeah,
you did. Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, it's a cool shirt.
So we got these Two Stone Dudes podcast t-shirts. They're available on snaptee.co under R4U brand. Okay, R4U is short for Rides For You is my book. I'm just going to plug that real quick. Rides For You is by Ryan Castellucci. Mm-hmm. It is available on Amazon for $7.
Author.
So just want to throw that out there. Cheap plug real quick. Anyway, we don't have any other sponsors anyway. Speaking of sponsorship, Mondo, let's talk to him about sponsorship real quick.
Okay.
We're not sure what we're gonna. We're coming up
how
with a
to
plan.
monetize. Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up with a plan.
I'm still studying it, and I think the answer is got a lot of different ways to go about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think you do one way and get it. I think what I've seen is some people have grown by using 2 or 3 different things. Good website, plugs, advertising,
Right.
So
we do a lot of social media advertising. I do a lot of it.
Well, see, I don't think social media is that good until you're big.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're big, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm growing. I'm not bragging. It's not a braggable amount, but I am growing on Instagram. I got over a couple thousand.
You're going to grow on Instagram. You're going to grow.
So I put out a lot of videos on IGTV.
Mm-hmm.
So that seems to work. I try to put out videos as often as I can. Oh, by the way, this is going to be our last episode for at least the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
So just want to throw that out there.
What is the? I wanted to ask you to plug the website every time we're on. We need to do that all the time. We need to get people to the website.
It is
tell your friends.
www.twostonedudesPodcast.com.
Right.
That is a what kind of website? WordPress. It's a WordPress.
It's a WordPress site, but you gave the URL, and that's all people need to know.
Yes.
And we are on Facebook, and we are on Two Stones Podcast is on Facebook, and it's not on Instagram. It's not Two Stones Dude Podcast on Instagram. I'm under Ryan Castle, Two Stone Dude Podcast. There is a Two Stone Dude Podcast on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So you can follow us there. But look for Rob. Rod, you want to give your last name out? Never mind.
I'm linked in with the.
You can look for Mondo
Facebook
Humunculero or look for Ryan Castle on Twitter, Ryan Castle on Facebook.
Yeah. I'm on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and I have a couple of different pages. My website's down right now. It was up for years and years, but I'm going to put it up again.
My YouTube site is under RJ Castle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I have most of my videos. I have videos under the RJ Castle. You can subscribe to that. I have behind the scenes. What?
Your eyes are closed.
I know, man. I'm so high right now, dude. I'm fucking baked.
You're cruising,
cooking.
I'm cooked. So anyway, it's a good time to end this. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to us babble on this last segment of the Two Stone Dudes podcast. We will see you in about almost a month from now. Thank you for sticking with us. We'll see you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next segment of Two Stone Dudes podcast. This is your co-host, Ryan Castle. And on the line with me and ready to read some poems, my man, Nacho, the poet. And the Marine, everything, the man who gave me my fucking wrestling boots, Jose Reyes. Are you ready for me, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right. Go one at a time. Have at it.
All right. Here's a poem I did a long time ago, and I was deep down and dark in a really dark place. I tend to write poetry a lot, and I started doing this because I found that when I was in grade school and high school and in junior high, I really liked writing poetry when they would assign us a poetry assignment. So I started writing poetry, and there were a few poets that stuck out to me, like William Shakespeare, Edgar Allan Poe, and Pablo Neruda. And they were very significant in a lot of things that I do in my life and how I kind of portrayed a little here and there. So without further ado, I'm going to read the first poem that I wrote, and I submitted this poem to poetry.com, and This was a while back when Poetry.com was actually still on. I guess now it's considered a scam. I'm not sure. So, but here it goes. It's called Love, Death, and Honesty.
All right.
It's a poem I wrote when I was really, really dark and deep in my days. So, here goes. To my love, I die for you. My death is always with you. My heart to you. My honesty to my love and my family. To my family I trust. They'll never understand why. My death has come to me so young. My family, I give them my full honesty. Death is cruel. Silence is peace. I look like a fool. I want peace.
Nice.
Thank you. That one I wrote when I was really down in the deep in the dumps.
It was
And
really good. It was really powerful. I liked it.
thank you. And then I've written a few others, and I'm going to go ahead and read those. This one I wrote in 2013 at a very different time in my life. This is a little after my grandmother had died, and it was a different time for me, hard time for me. This one is a little bit longer. It's called A Time for Goodbye or A Time for New Beginnings.
Okay.
Goodbyes are sad. When will ever be the right time to let go of the past? Goodbyes are ponderous occasions of deep soul thinking. Fear not changes. Make the most of one's life. Leave for eternity, a memory dies. Leave for a short-term minute, the memory grows. New beginnings can be good. They can be bad. One's eternal life is forever. One may state memories grow old. A majestic memory lasts a lifetime without exemption. Leave for a minute, life ends. Leave forever, your heart will amend. How can you mend a broken heart, one says? Only time will tell. Patience is key. Let nature take its course, for the end is the beginning of one's goodbyes. One sorrow carries on, where eternal life shall be cherished. Weep not for endings. Keep peace in mind. The memories are an eternal flame. No one can ever tell what life will throw at you next. One day it's good, the next day it's a rotten sore. Never let one be fooled. Always be adored. Cherish life to the end. For the beginning is where it starts. Never let it bend, for you'll never be apart. Play the ending well, or life is foul. Life will never be fair. Memories will tear. Time for a new beginning, or an end of life worthwhile. Live life to the fullest. Don't let your mind wander. The path you choose is easiest, but the beginning was enough to ponder. The hardest path is usually the best.
Nice. Nice.
That one was some deep, deep thinking there.
I like
and it was really, really deep for me.
Right on, man. Right on. Do you have any more?
Yes.
All right.
This one is called Life, and it's pretty short. Rambunctious is life. How can one have dominance? Life is full of wonders. Imagine the world of creation. Cherish life to the fullest. Don't let the uncontrollable things in your life get you down. Life can be difficult. Adapt and overcome the obstacles in life and achieve greatness.
Nice. Motivational, dude. Motivational.
Thank you. The next one, this one I wrote, and I thought hard about this one. I really did. It's called Tears. You have a newborn. Tears. A precious moment with your child. Tears. Your child graduates junior high. Tears. Your child has their first kiss. Tears. Your child goes to the prom. Tears. Your child graduates high school. Tears. Your child becomes 18 and moves out. Tears. Your child joins the military. Tears. Your child graduates boot camp. Tears. Your child gets married. Tears. Your child gets into an accident. Tears. Your child dies. Tears. Tears are what make the world go round.
Right on.
And I'll have this last one. This one I felt I wrote because I wanted to be a little more confident in myself. It's called Stand Up. It is short.
Okay.
Stand up for what is right. Don't let people step all over you. Stand up for the fight. Don't always be blue. Stand up for what you believe. Don't let other people make up your mind. Stand up for the relief. Those dreams you cannot find.
Nice. Nice. Right on. You got one more in you?
Let me find this one. I'm pretty sure I do. Let's see if I can find this one. I have it right here. Okay, this one I wrote in high school. Sweet words is what it's called. Sweet words express how I feel. To whom I love, sweet words are romance that I feel. I love thee 1,000 kisses. I feel the fire of our romance. You know you love me. Your sweet words expresses the way you feel about me. I will always love you too.
Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, dude. Right on. All right, brother. Thank you so much for sharing those with us. We appreciate it.
You're more than welcome.
And we're definitely going to have you on for more of those, all right? So you don't have to. I'm going to have to get you writing something now.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, brother. I will talk to you soon. You have yourself a great night, man.
Oh, you too, brother.
And thank you again for those
Thank
boots.
you. You're more than welcome, brother. You're more than welcome.
Later.